Hello everybody, welcome to the next installment. Today I'm going to talk about a blues progression and just kind of cover 1-4-5 in general. 1-4-5, what does that mean? Well, pretty simple. The math works just like math, and you count to 4, then you count to 5. Let's just try the key of C. That seems to be pretty easy since there's no sharps or flats. And well, first off, go learn your key signatures if you don't know those already. But key of C, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So we can just count those notes, okay? And if you wrote it out on paper, you can use Roman numerals. C would be number 1, D would be number 2, E would be number 3, F would be number 4, and so forth. And so you just assign those letters a number. If you're in the key of D, well then D would be number 1 instead of C. Okay, so back to the key of C. So the 1-4-5 of C, well you have the 1, which would be C, the 4, C, D, E, F, so you have F for the 4, and 5, you have the G. So a lot of times you'll get together with some people and want to jam on something, so you say, hey, how about a 1-4-5 in C? Well, hey, now that you've seen this lesson, you know what chords that those would be. C, F, and G. Now if they said a 1-4-5 in D, E, well you just apply that same math, but that comes into play. You have to know your key signatures. Okay, now to the blues part. Blues has typically, now I'm just going to cover typical blues. Typically it has 12 bars. You have the 12-bar blues. When I used to teach my guitar students in person, I used to give them a rhetorical question. How many bars does a 12-bar blues have? That would get them almost every time. And the answer is 12. So you have 12 bars, okay, and you divide them up to 4. Into 4. So you have 3 groups of 4. I'm just going to play a C blues for you. You can count them if you want. It'll be 12 bars. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you just repeat it, and you just repeat it, and you repeat it, and you repeat it, and you repeat it. And so I started on the 1 chord. You typically have the remember again, the C is the 1, F is the 4, and G is the 5. And the first 4 bars are 1 bar of C, 1 bar of F, 2 bars of C. Sometimes people just play all C, but I'm going to put the F in there. So those first 4 bars are like this. And the next 4 bars are 2 bars of F and 2 bars of C. Now the last 4 bars are what's called the turnaround. You have a 5, a 4, a 1, and a 5. I used to call that down the line, 5, 4, 1 down the line. You just count downward and then you go back to the 5. And that's and you just start all over. So memorize those. So 12 bars total. First 4 bars are 1, 4, 1, 1. Second group of 4 bars are 4, 4, 1, 1. And the last 5, which is a turnaround, 5, 4, 1, 5. So take a key, and if you notice, I was playing a 7th chords. Now, let me play it without the 7ths, and it doesn't sound bluesy at all, really. So you put the 7th chord, and there's other substitutions that you can do as well. Now, typical 1-4-5, that's outside of blues. A lot of songs use 1-4-5. A lot of Elvis tunes, a lot of oldies tunes, a lot of new tunes, a lot of Christmas tunes. You can get I've seen fake books that have 1,000 songs in there. It's just called the 1-4-5 fake book, something to that effect. So you can do a search, check out some of your old tunes, your Christmas tunes, whatever have you, and map out that little diagram 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Learn the chords of it, and then see where the 1 and 4 and 5, or there'll be other chords. It's not a rule, of course. It's just kind of a standard. Sounds good to the ear. I suppose that's why it's gotten so popular. So email me at billy@planetgeek.biz. Planet like Mars, Jupiter. Geek like computer geek.biz for any questions. And until then, learn your blues.